Hi there. I'm Jeff Antonelis-Lapp, writer and naturalist, Emeritus Faculty at the Evergreen State College in Olympia, Washington. And with Tacoma artist Mark Hoppmann, for our Science Stories project, we focused on Mount Rainier, a piece that we called a Tahoma Reliquary. Let me share a few images with you to give you an idea of what it's all about. In 2020, Washington State University published my natural history of Mount Rainier National Park called Tahoma and Its People. One of the book's main themes is the presence of Native Americans at Mount Rainier, stretching back over 9,000 years. And I was extremely fortunate that the park archaeologist, Greg Burchard, took me under his wing to teach me about the park's archaeological record, including involving me in several digs at the park. This is a shot at the Ohanapecosh campground where we found evidence of human presence stretching back over 7,000 years. At this site near Indian Henry's hunting ground, you see Greg in a unit here. This was a site used by ancestors of Nisqually tribal people for over 7,000 years. And they came here in midsummer after the snows had melted back so they could pursue resources that they didn't have access to near their lowland villages. This is one of my favorite sites. This is near Sunrise, and I think of this as an ancient campground. There's evidence that people from Yakima villages over 80 miles away came here on foot for over 4,000 years, and they probably met up with people from villages on the White and Green Rivers, and those would be ancestors of today's Muckleshoot people. A couple students here are excavating a fire hearth. And these things are like a treasure chest of information. In this fire pit, bottom right part of this unit here, researchers find things like bone or teeth, tooth enamel, in this case belonging to mountain goats, highly prized by native people for their warm wool. Also, hoary marmots, which were part of the diet for some Native American groups. People also came to the mountain for plants for a variety of reasons. Beargrass here, the long, slender leaves were used as part of the design pattern in basket making. One of the biggest draws was huckleberries. Of course, people ate them fresh, but they also preserved them for use over the winter months. Now, here's a sample representative of some of the blades, scrapers, projectile points found at some of the sites at Mount Rainier. And these are fantastic pieces, but the majority of the finds at these sites are slivers, chips of stone tool manufacturing and stone tool maintenance. So here's a map of many of the over 100 sites at Mount Rainier. And when my collaborating artist, Mark Hoppmann, saw this map and read these stories, he knew that he'd found his topic for his artist book. And with a little bit of help from me, he created a Tahoma Reliquary. Here it is. Now, I love it. I especially like the portfolio that he made from my field notebooks. And he added to that his drawings, his interpretive drawings of photographs that I took while I was in the field. I think it's pretty cool. Now, in terms of the approachability to science through art, well, first of all, as a writer, I always try to make my work as accessible to a general audience as possible. But I think that Mark's work adds a fantastic visual dimension where my words fall short. And I'm hopeful, and I think that viewers of a Tahoma Reliquary will get a feel for the enduring legacy of Native American people at Mount Rainier and really come to appreciate the Native American presence at Tahoma. And I hope that you enjoy it too.